Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is live outside Grand Rapids Police Headquarters with the very latest. Jessica.
That's right. I want to take note, first of all, the barricades that are still out here in front of the police department downtown Grand Rapids. They're preparing for another evening of protests, about a week and a half of those protests since Patrick Lyoya was shot and killed by a Grand Rapids police officer. Now, earlier today across town in Grand Rapids, we got to hear for the first time from the family of Patrick Lyoya. There was not a dry eye among the family members in that hour and a half, 2-hour-long press conference. Now, the family has retained high-profile civil rights attorney Ben Crump and local attorney who handles a lot of these civil rights cases, Ben Johnson. Now, both of those attorneys said today that they believe that this officer, this Grand Rapids police officer that's been on the force since 2015, needs not only to be fired, but also prosecuted criminally. Let's take a listen to what Ben Crump had to say, and that'll be followed by Patrick's mother.
What you see in that video is unnecessary, unjustifiable, excessive use of fatal force. You see a police officer escalate a minor traffic stop into a deadly execution.
And I cannot have another one who's going to replace Patrick. And for that, I need justice for my son.
The Lyoya family using a translator. They are refugees from the Republic of Congo. They have been in Michigan, in Lansing and West Michigan since 2014. Now, you heard the attorneys there calling for criminal charges. Not quite yet a decision has been made on that. Right now, Michigan State Police is conducting an independent investigation that is completely normal and protocol in any officer involved shooting. Once Michigan State Police conduct their investigation, they will make a decision, a charging decision that would be handed over to a prosecutor, whether it's Kent County or a visiting prosecutor, who will ultimately make the decision on whether or not that officer would be criminally charged. Now, as far as violating protocol here at the Grand Rapids Police Department, we heard from the police chief yesterday, Eric Winstrom. He says he is not making any determination on a policy violation until that independent investigation has been completed. And really, at this point, there's no timeline on when the investigation will be completed. But for now, that officer is on paid administrative leave. The chief here saying he is not releasing that officer's identity at this point in the game. They're treating him like any other person of interest or suspect until he's charged. If he's charged, they'll release a name at that point. Now, coming up later at 6, we'll hear much more from the Lyoya family, who is obviously heartbroken, devastated, and still has so many questions, just like all of us. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Well, and Jessica, as that investigation continues, so will the protesting. Many of these protesters have been calling for police reform. Some action has been taken, but clearly they are saying not enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now we're told there was supposed to be a protest scheduled around 5 o'clock here in front of the police department and a few blocks down at Rosa Parks Circle here in downtown Grand Rapids. We understand there's a few protesters kind of milling about at this point, but we're going to be here on the ground kind of monitoring that situation, and hopefully we'll hear from some of those protesters later.